Welcome to Black Swan Revelations. My name is Shane, and in today's video I'm going to be diving into the book of Revelation, and every once in a while I'll also be going into the book of Daniel, and this will be on a Friday. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, feel free to stick around, feel free to subscribe to this channel, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment. If there's something specifically about the book of Revelation or about the book of Daniel that you would like me to talk about or address, maybe it's a chapter or a verse, let me know that in the comments as well. Also, as a bonus, for $5 a month, you will be getting my weekly newsletter. And this newsletter comes out every single Friday. It'll be me. I need about a week to gather my thoughts and put it in the form of an email, and I will be sending that out every single week on a Friday. So if you're interested in that, all you have to do is just go into the channel description. There's a PayPal link. Just donate $5. That's all I'm asking for. And that's once a month. So if you like to support this ministry, you feel like this is a good cause, really it's less than the price of a cup of coffee when you think about it, especially if you go to Starbucks. It's crazy expensive, right? So once a week, a newsletter, and it's going to be geared around the book of Revelation and also the book of Daniel. And every once in a while, I'm going to be talking about artificial intelligence, what's happening, what's coming down the pipes, all this kind of stuff. So lots of goodies. And I think that is one of the formats that people seem to enjoy as well, when you get an email and then you can just read it and then you're done. So instead of watching a 2-hour marathon video, you can just read a nice little newsletter. So that's what I'm also going to be doing as well, and that's every Friday. All right, so let's jump into the book of Revelation. Specifically, we're going to go right at the beginning. Revelation chapter 1. So, let me just post this up here. I don't want this to fall. My little phone, I forgot my little adapter. So hopefully this doesn't cook. I know it gets pretty hot here. Let's see if I can do this. There we go. All right, we'll see how long this lasts, because I know what happens in the sun. It actually heats up. I'm actually just at a park right now. I don't know if you can see this. Have a look. See that? See a little park? It's not quite Watchmen at the river, but it's more like Watchmen at a park. So I thought I'd do a quick little video here. Let's just see if I could set this up so it doesn't fall over. Perfect. All right, so let's go to Revelation chapter 1, verse 1. Little parched. The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to shew unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. Don't you just love the King James Bible? And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John. So we'll just read verse 2. Who bear the record of the word of God and of the testimony of Jesus Christ, and of all things that he saw. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. So I want to talk about these 3 verses here. We can easily understand that this book is the revelation of Jesus Christ, and that's what I have here. Not all Bibles have that, just so you know. Some Bibles have the revelation of St. John the Divine, but really it's the revelation of Jesus Christ to who? To John on the island of Patmos, who is giving this message to John. If you said Jesus, you would be incorrect. Incorrect. If you said it was an angel, now we're on to something. But I still think you're incorrect as well. So again, this is why you come to the Black Swan channel, because I share insights that maybe you never thought about. Now, when I say that it was given to John and it wasn't given by Jesus Christ, what I mean is it wasn't handed to him like on an open platter to John. Instead, God the Father gave it to Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ gave it to his messenger, his angel, and that angel came before John and gave it to him and showed him all these things. So, my question to you is, who is this angel? Who is this angel? And I have a theory. I'm going to share it, and then I'm going to back it up and see what you guys think. I think this angel that is speaking to John is none other than Daniel. That's right. From the book of Daniel, the Daniel, speaking to John on the island of Patmos. Why do I say this? Are you saying, Shane, that Daniel transformed into an angel and now he's got wings and he's flying around? No, I am not saying that. This is, there's some kind of angelic replacement theory. There's also Israel replacement theory. That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about this word angel used in the right context could also represent a human being as a messenger from God. It doesn't always have to be an angel, even though it says angel. And if that's confusing to you, hold on tight. Hold on tight. I'm hoping to unpack this so that you can understand exactly what I'm saying here. So, if you go into chapter 2, we see 7 churches. Nobody has a problem with this. 7 churches, pretty crystal clear. We see Jesus Christ standing in the middle of the 7 candlesticks, 7 stars in one hand, and then in the other hand, 7 churches. Nobody has a problem with that, right? Easy stuff. This is level 1, no problem. Where it gets a little bit blurred is, who are these angels that John is supposed to write to? Are they angelic beings, or are they pastors or leaders over these churches, these particular churches? What is going on here? And maybe I'll share a little bit more in another video, but I want to stick with the topic and the idea and the concept that perhaps, just perhaps, when we see angels, depending what context they are, it could be a human or it could be an angelic being. Okay? It's very important, because if you miss this, you're going to start looking at the book of Revelation and say, oh, as soon as I see the word saint, that must mean a Christian. And then you're going to go, oh yeah, Christians are being slaughtered here in the book of Revelation. Hold on to that thought, because we know that saint could mean angel, could mean human, could mean Christian, could mean martyr, could mean an Israelite. We know that. This isn't me making up something. The same thing is for the word angel. It has different forms. It could mean a messenger sent by God to talk to someone. It could also be an angel sent by God. It could also be Jesus Christ himself. You're like, oh, what? This is blasphemy. I gotta turn off this channel. Hold on there, cowboy. Hold on. Let's just go. And I want to whet your appetite a little bit, because once you figure this out, the rest of the book of Revelation begins to open up to you, and then also the book of Daniel. So let's just go over to let's go to the seals. I think this is a good place to go. Yeah. All right. Let's go to chapter 5. And I saw in the right hand of him that sat on the throne a book. I don't think we have a problem saying this is God the Father. A book that is written within, and on the back side of the book was 7 seals. So it's a book, and on the back side are 7 seals. And I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice. Remember that word voice. Just hang on to that. Who is worthy to open the book and to loose the seals thereof, as in that book. Who is worthy? And no man in heaven. So think about this for a second. If you are a post-tribber, you're going to be tripping out right now because you're like, this is weird. Why are there people in heaven before post-tribulation? Why is that? Because right here it says there's no man in heaven. And they might say, well, that's just ghosts. Those are ghosts in heaven floating around like Pac-Man, just floating, waiting for one day to get their physical body. Hold on tight, cowboy. Hold on to your horses. We're going to try and, you can see why it's going to take some time to unpack all this stuff. But if you're in a rush and you're like, but, how can an angel be Jesus? How can Daniel be an angel? How can I be an angel? Is that what you're saying, Shane, that we're going to be angels now? No, it's not what I'm saying. Hold on. So this, no man in heaven, nor in earth, neither under the earth was able to open the book, neither look therein. And I wept, meaning John. John is now weeping. Why? Because there's no man to open up this book. Because no man was found worthy to open and to read the book, neither to look thereon. And one of the elders, and we'll talk about that in another video, said unto me, weep not. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, hath prevailed to open and to loose the 7 seals thereof. And beheld, and lo, in the midst of the throne of the 4 beasts, and in the midst of the elders, stood a lamb. So, if we're used to using symbology in this book, is it fair to say this lamb is also representing Jesus Christ? Or do you think that's a lamb, L-A-M-B? So if I said there's a lamb in the book of Revelation, would you tell me I'm crazy and go, there's no animals, there's no lambs, like that was Jesus? Yes, I agree with you. It's Jesus Christ. So why is it hard for us to believe that when we see the word angel or saint, it could mean human, it could mean angel, it could mean someone that's being martyred, it could be someone from the Old Testament, it could be someone from the New Testament. You just have to read the context. And also angel could also be human, could be an angel, could be Jesus Christ. It could be the Holy Spirit. So they saw a lamb. So we all agree, okay, cool, that is Jesus Christ. So let's go to the end of Revelation. And we have this mystery guy who I'm pretty confident that this is Daniel, but I'm going to build a case for it. I'm building the case. Slowly but surely. Look at this. Where is it here? All right. Let's see here. All right. Verse 9, this is chapter 21, verse 9. And there came unto me one of the 7 angels, which had the 7 vials full of the 7 last plagues, and talked with me, saying, Come hither, I will shew thee the bride, the Lamb's wife, which is what? New Jerusalem. So far, so good. I'm not making anything up right now, right? We have the 7th angel that had this, depending what version you're reading, the 7th bowl of wrath, and also are, in the King James Bible, the 7th vial. Remember, the vials were being poured out upon earth. So I'm saying this person that has the 7th vial in his hand is Daniel. And again, just stick with me on this one. Hang tight. Hang tight before you go to another video. Hang tight. So, for some reason, this person, this angel, is hanging onto this vial almost like it's a souvenir or something. Like he's hanging onto it and he's like, hey, John, come over here. Come up thither. I'm going to show you something. Come here. Come here for a second. So, let's continue on here. So, this angel is going to show John the measurements and all this kind of stuff. But what I want to do is I want to take you to the last chapter. Let's go to verse 7, chapter 22. This is Jesus speaking. Why? Because it's in red. Behold, I come quickly. Blessed is he that keepeth the sayings of the prophecy of this book. And now we switch to John. I, John, saw these things and heard them. And when I had heard and seen, I fell down to worship before the feet of the angel which shewed me these things. What things? Well, everything in the book of Revelation. Everything. Then he saith unto me, See thou do it not, for I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren, the prophets. The prophets. What angel in his right mind would say he is a brother of the prophets, or he is a fellow servant? What angel would say that? None. You're not going to see any angels that say that. Instead, this angel is saying, don't worship me. Don't do it. Especially not in this place. We're here. We're in heaven. And we're looking at New Jerusalem. This is not a time for you to worship me. Don't do it. I am like you. I am a fellow servant. I am thy fellow servant. Meaning, I'm here to help you understand what you're seeing. I'm here. And I'm also of your brethren. Your brethren. The prophets. Of when? Of old. How many prophets in the Old Testament? There's a few, but there's some big ones, big players. Isaiah, Zechariah, Ezekiel, Daniel, and a bunch of others. But we're focusing on Daniel. So this angel is saying, don't worship me. I am like your brethren. Okay? Pay attention to that. This is a key nugget right here. And he saith unto me, seal not the sayings of the prophecy of this book, for the time is at hand. Interesting. Time is at hand. Where have we heard this? Well, my friends, thank you for asking. Let's go to Daniel. Daniel We're going to go to Daniel chapter 12. I'm going to wrap this up, and then I'm going to, if you like this kind of thing, if you want me to go deeper, or if you're not sure, if you think I'm making stuff up or whatever, let me know in the comments. Let's go to the last chapter. Let's see if it sounds familiar. Let's go. Let's go to verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, as again we have an angel. This time we know who the angel is. It's Gabriel speaking to Daniel. O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book even to the time of the end. Seal it up, Daniel. Seal up this book. What book? Well, the book of Revelation. Don't tell anybody about it. Just seal it up. Why? Because it's not for your time. It's for the future. Seal up the book even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. This is the time that we're in. We're near the end. We're not at the end, but we're leading up to the end. That if you're looking at my hand on this side is the end. That's Jacob's trouble and all that stuff. So everything up to the end is all the knowledge increasing and going to and fro up until the end. So think of anything on the other side of my hand as the end. That's Jacob's trouble. And even that isn't the end of end. That is the beginning of the end, because we still have 1,000 years. The millennium kingdom. Then you have 7 years of burning. And then you have 7 months of cleanup. And then you have all this other stuff going on in the new earth and in the new heaven. So when people say endure unto the end, this is what they're talking about. It's to the end. It's not to the end of the tribulation, because that's when Armageddon happens. That's when Jesus Christ comes back with the host and with the saints. Who are the saints? Well, they're us as well, because we live in heaven. Okay, and we'll talk about that in another video. But I just want to hammer this idea home. Look. But thou, Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book even to the time of the end. So seal it to the time of the end. Once you get to the end, open it up. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. Then I, Daniel, and looked, and behold, there stood other two, the one on this side of the bank of the river, and the one on the other side of the bank of the river. And one said unto the man clothed in linen, which was upon the waters of the river, how long shall it be to the end of these wonders? So I heard a man clothed in linen, which was upon the waters of the river, when he held up his right hand and his left hand unto heaven, and swear by him that liveth forever, that it shall be for a time, times and a half. We all know this wording, right? It's 3.5 years. And when he shall have accomplished to scatter the power of the holy people, all these things shall be finished. And I heard, but I understood not. Then I said, O my Lord, what shall be the end of these things? Does that not sound familiar? Yes, because in Matthew 24, Jesus' disciples pulled him aside and said, declare this. When will these things happen? And when is the end? All this stuff. When is the end coming? And he said, go thy way, Daniel, for the words are closed up and sealed till the time of the end. When? Till now. Up until the end. Which is when? When Jacob's trouble happens. Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly. And none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. And from the time that the daily sacrifice shall be taken away, and the abomination that maketh desolate set up, there shall be 1,290 days. Blessed is he that waiteth and cometh to the 1,335 days, but go thou thy way till the end be. Go to the end. For thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot at the end of the days. So go your way. Don't worry about this stuff till the end. And then we're at the end now, which is where Revelation is. So now we're at the end. And then who's standing there? The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him, and shew unto his servants the things which must shortly come to pass. And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John. So now if you're asking the question, well, okay, but why did you say that Jesus could be an angel? Well, if you go over here, where is it? And I saw another mighty angel. This is Revelation chapter 10. And I saw another mighty angel come down from heaven, clothed with a cloud. And a rainbow was upon his head. That is a hint. And his face was as it were the sun, and his feet as pillars of fire. Again, a hint at this being the Son of Man. It's all over the book of Daniel. And he had in his hand a little book, and opened, he sat his right foot upon the sea, and his left foot upon earth, and cried with a loud voice, when a lion roareth. And when he had cried, 7 thunders uttered their voices. And these 7 thunders weren't allowed to speak, or at least John wasn't allowed to write down what these 7 thunders said. And I think I know who those 7 thunders are, and I'll make another video about that. But for now, just know that John understood what the 7 thunders were going to say. And he didn't write it down because he was told not to write it down. All right? So it's kind of interesting. All right. Lots of stuff going on. Lots of stuff. So again, and I went to the angel and said unto him, give me the little book. So this angel is Jesus Christ. You go look it up. Go Google it. Go Strong's Concordance, whatever. I don't read Strong's Concordance. I don't have a commentary on my Bible. Mine is basically, I just have the Bible. That's it. But I read the whole Bible because I want to see patterns. So when I see something in Daniel, and I read Daniel, and something pops, I'm like, well, I just read the book of Revelation. That seems strangely familiar. And when you read Revelation, you can't help but see imagery from the book of Daniel, and vice versa. So I can go on and on about that. But I just wanted to give you a little snapshot. And this is what's also going to be in my newsletter. Again, $5 a month helps you help me support this channel by donating $5 a month. But also, I will give you a newsletter every single Friday. I will personally email it out to you. And if it becomes to the point where there's lots of people, then most likely I will use some software like Aweber or something and just make it automated. Because I know some people use Blind CC or Carbon Copy or whatever, but I don't want everybody to see everybody's email. So I'll most likely use automated software for that. But for now, just know this, it's from me to you, just by donating $5. Don't donate $5 on the super here. Instead, go to PayPal, because there you'll actually enter your email address, and then I'll know that you paid the $5 or whatever. You can donate whatever you want, but I'm just saying the minimum is $5. So don't put $1. $5 gets you a weekly newsletter that's typed out by me. That'll give me time because I'm a little bit of a 2-finger typer. And you'll get that every Friday sent to your email box for $5 a month. That's for donating to this channel, and I greatly appreciate it. And if you have any questions, or if there's something else that you're thinking about in the book of Revelation that maybe is a little bit foggy, let's figure this out together, shall we? Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and Give me a thumbs up, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in another video. Bye for now.